Greetings and salutations. I am Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome back to my channel. A lot has happened since my last YNAB video. Number one, I had an ever-loving mess in YNAB. You need a program called You Need a Budget. And it's like a cash budgeting for your computer if you've never heard of it, which I'm pretty sure anyone who's on this video has, but if you haven't, it's turning into a really great tool for me. But it's also, my relationship with it is complicated, but it's getting better. So here's how I started. I started out with losing my fabulous laptop for about a month to the shop, because the fan was going bad and it needed a battery. Now, they fixed that and I've got it back, but in the meantime, I had been using Quicken for keeping track of my finances. I can't say budgeting because I wasn't budgeting, but I was using Quicken and I didn't have access to it. I mean, I could have put it on a different computer. I do have, could have put it on my work computer because I keep my backup files in Dropbox, but what I ended up doing was deciding I was really going to give You Need a Budget as a program a shot. I've only tried it like 6 times. At any rate, I dove into YNAB and I made a mistake. I stopped doing the things that I used to do and concentrated solely on the features of YNAB. And it's kind of crept up on me, the knowledge that, there's things you used to do, there's part of your routine that you used to have that aren't a part of your routine anymore and you need to get back to. So that's what I did this week. I spent a couple hours this morning cleaning up and I have YNAB in front of me, cleaning up my accounts. Essentially, I had my checking, my joint savings, and my personal checking in YNAB connected. And so things were coming in automatically, along with the one credit card that I have left. And it became a mess. It just became a mess. And so what I did today was I went through, I took out my personal checking. I'm going to create an entirely separate budget for that later this week. That is just me budgeting just my money. One of the other changes that happened this week is I got a raise and it's gone into effect. So my paycheck this week was more than usual, which is a lovely feeling. And I have more money to budget with now. And the other thing I did, I forget. But for right now, I want to share my screen. Oh, I reconciled. For the first time ever, I reconciled. I am so proud of myself. I've never reconciled anything successfully. I did it. This time I did it. So now my accounts, I'll have little locks except for the most recent activity, which I'm not going to show you, but I do have a few things written down in my budget book that I'm going to talk about. So first things first, let's get this screenshot started. So as we look at this screen together, I rearranged things a little bit too. So I have my credit card payments up first. I have a payoff date set for the end of the year. And so I think that's what I did. Yeah, paid off by December 2024. And so it's telling me how much it wants me to pay every month to get that paid off. I'm going to really try to stick with that because I want it gone. Then I have a new debt listed, State Farm claims. essentially we had a sewer issue last year that required remediation, we'll just say. And our insurance paid for it, but then we need to reimburse them because of deductibles. So I have the total, I want it paid off by June 30th. Honestly, this should have been paid off last year. This should have been taken care of last year, but along with the taxes, we finished our debt management plan in March of 2022 or 23. And I just hadn't gotten a handle on how to manage that debt management plan payment in other things. And I really want to build savings. So I'm still trying to get the hang of that. So I have budgeted the State Farm claims. I'm actually paying more than this amount, and I'll assign things to it in a moment. But I'm going to make that payment tomorrow once I verify the address it goes to. I have an interest charges account or category now. So when interest charges get added to my Discover It card, I will have a category to put it in. And I don't have a target set yet. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to, when the interest charge comes in, I'm just going to deal with it. Mortgage I didn't change, auto I didn't change, nothing else really changed, but you can kind of see there's things that are over budgeted quite a bit. There's some new wants listed in, and technically I think those are sinking funds. And I actually have like a clothing sinking fund now so that I can save for clothing, but at any rate, this is what we are dealing with today. So we're going to start at the top. I made a payment for my Discover card. Usually I have it automatically withdrawn, but I wanted to try to stick to this, payoff balance by. So I have $100 assigned here. The payment I made was $325. Available payment. Move to available for payment $224. That's cash left over from last month. Let's move this to ready to assign. $325. Why does this say payment $224.26? I don't understand this. That's okay. I'm going to figure this out. The reason I have it at $325 is because that's the payment I just made. Okay. State Farm claims. This payment is going to be this amount this month, and so the $683.21, that is half of what I owe them. I arranged a payment plan with them. I haven't started paying on it. This is on me, my fault. I'm gonna stick to the repayment plan. It's just a year late. I don't recommend doing this, but they seem super chill, and maybe I should check my credit score and see if they even have it still on the books. I don't know. But at any rate, I'm going to assign the $683.21 to that. I'm going to skip interest charges for right now. I don't need my mortgage payment until the end of the month. I do need to put this $600 here because I have those coming out. So my habit is when I get paid the Sunday after I get paid, and I get paid on Fridays, and so does my partner, I go and I pay everything that's due in the next 2 weeks. The things that we're due in the next 2 weeks are our auto loans, the Discover payment, and last year's tax payment. I don't know where I am with that. I am sure there's somewhere I could check. I am running on the assumption that when they have all their money, they're going to stop taking it away. I could be wrong. We're just going to deal with it. So let's go down to fixed expenses. The AAA is funded. Miracle. GoDaddy, funded. Miracle. Patreon, fully spent. So I can just keep on moving on. TV streaming. I will cover this overspending because I just didn't assign it in time from ready to assign. Auto house insurance, 120 needed by the 15th. Why did I not? I will look into that. The 15th is coming up, but I didn't have it on my calendar. I'm going to look at that later. My phone bill changed, and it went up for the first time in several years, so I'm not mad about that. So we'll make that work. Dropbox fully funded. Internet needed by the 31st. Oil needed by the 31st. Garbage. I want to stay on top of that. That's a yearly bill. So what if I just, you know what, I'm going to wait until the end, and I'm going to come through and do the things that I don't 100% need. Okay. Gym membership fully spent. Music funded. I budgeted $25. It's $24.99, no tax. So that 1 cent went back to ready to assign, apparently. Groceries. It says I've overspent. I mean, yeah, I really need to keep better track of how many times I'm going to the grocery store. Let's see. What does this need? It wants. All right, let's take it from ready to assign and see what happens. Electricity and anyway for the first. Water fully spent. And I get paid again in 2 weeks, so these should be able to be covered then. Clothing overspent 67. So I am trying to be really specific about Amazon purchases and splitting where they go, because I really want to start keeping track, and I want categories that work for me. So actually I want a cute little icon, so let's see what we can put here. Let's do jeans. Pair of jeans clothing. Okay, so we're going to cover this overspending with ready to assign. Okay, college stuff. I created that category for an application fee for my kid, and we're going to leave it there under other variables, but I'm not going to fund it with anything right now because I'll probably change college stuff to, you know, if tuition at some point maybe. Home maintenance, not doing anything with that. Auto maintenance. So that's money I put aside from my partner got a bonus for Employee Appreciation Day, I believe. And so he needs car maintenance, so that's sitting there waiting to go to the car. Medical expenses, taxes or other fees. Ooh. I think this needs to be, well, yep, that needs to be 150 because that's coming out. That's 2022 taxes right now. Retirement, I don't know what this retirement thing is, but we're just gonna let it go. Subscription boxes. I changed this from hobbies because I have a subscription and I get a little notebook every month. I showed some of those came from my purse when I cleaned out my purse. And I love subscription boxes. So at some point I might decide that I want to toss money that way. We'll be ready for it. YNAB subscription, I had just $100. It was actually $104.93. Covered, fully spent. Stuff I forgot to budget for. I forgot to budget for a lot. I also added categories for alcohol. I did that because I'm concerned with the amount of alcohol my partner drinks. And I just want to see where the money goes. And so I decided this is something I'm going to track. So I bought myself a bottle of wine. And I bought him a bottle of his preferred beverage. And that is now stuff I forgot to budget for. That's going to take me down. Cover this overspending with. It takes my ready to assign down to $11.20. Now, fast food. Let's see here. What's going on? I am in good shape. I have funded more than I've spent. Miracle of miracles. I think that's what that's saying. I could be wrong. Gifts. I don't know why I named that specific large number, but we're going to let it be. So here's something I'm not quite clear on, but I'm going to figure it out. I made a transfer from my checking to my savings account, and I don't like the money in my savings account is just savings joint, right? I moved $600 over there. It says I still need more. Wait, what is this? Let me look. And that's with target yearly needed for spending, savings balance. Maybe I save it to savings balance. Total needed, saved to go. So I put $600 in there, but I don't see where that's tracking anywhere, and I am not going to worry about it. Honest to goodness, I'm just not going to worry about it. So one of the things I would like to do is start tossing in some of these variable expenses or like sinking funds, and I'll figure out where more sinking funds go. Just tossing $5 towards some of these things every month. So like part of me wants to toss $5 towards subscription boxes or charity or holidays and celebrations. I think for right now I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to assign this $11.20 to the auto maintenance. And now we've assigned all our money. And this entire thing is much less chaotic than it was because, oh boy, there was red things everywhere. It was, I should have put it to TV streaming, but whatever. So that is what YNAB looks like for me right now. I am pleased. I am pleased with how this went. Let me snap back to just me here, because this will give me a chance. Let's see here. State Farm. Oh, needed by the 15th, but it came out already because I would have paid it last month. I'm so confused. I'm gonna figure this out. But for right now, I am pleased to say I have covered all of the things that I need to cover until my next paycheck. I have made my budget do the budgety things that it needs to do, and I am ready to add a new budget that is manual for my savings, where I can just do whatever, and it's not my savings, it's my checking account. I actually changed how much money I switch over there every paycheck. So I am planning on setting up all of that. Not right now, because it is late on Sunday night, and I usually get this up first thing Monday morning, and it may be a little late. At any rate, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this me learning how to use YNAB video. If you have had a messy time with your budget, like, what was your biggest struggle? Mine clearly was remembering to go in and trying to reconcile, and go in and remembering to pay the way I used to, and making sure every transaction's in there. Like, that was a big struggle for me, and I feel like I'm back on track. I feel like my brain is back in the right space to make this work. I hope you are having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow's better. I will see you later, next time. Bye, love you, bye.